Yes, people, welcome back to Subbed Off Early. This segment, we call it Coach's Corner. Myself, Tez, a.k.a. the Gaffer Tez.
Myself, George, a.k.a. Coach Carter.
And if you are new to our podcast, this is the Coach's Corner. We're both grassroots coaches and we are scouts as well. And today's question, George, does grassroots need a revamp?
Okay, let's set it off then.
I know this one's hot right now, especially on your club side of things.
Yeah, it is.
Couple injustices being occurred.
The integrity of the game.
That's
the big thing right now.
I'm not going to lie, if one of the situations we were still in that competition, and I was speaking to T about it, I said we would have pulled out of it as well if we were there, and made a real protest and statement, but unfortunately we weren't there, and we could have just done our own thing. But yeah, that one was a bit of a madness. I see the support you guys got, which is good to see. I don't think there's been any responses back still.
No. They ain't going to respond to me.
So yeah, I'll let you go on this one.
Well, listen, Tez, we got into, obviously I'm going to just lay out the situation. We got through to the finals of a major competition.
Under 16s?
Yeah, under 16s. To then be told a few days before, well, like I said, a week before, that we are disqualified for the competition. Apparently we didn't play any official games on our website with the league to be affiliated with, whatever. But anyway, obviously, as you know, you get a chance to appeal. And the appeal process is a disgrace. It's a disgrace, and this is why I'm saying it's not even just that, just loads of stuff that's been happening over the past few seasons anyway, in terms of even other clubs. Like the whole situation with FAs and segregated FAs and whatnot, it just needs to be revamped. There's too much corruption going on. There's too much corruption and there's not enough work being done. Like we pay money to be affiliated to these organisations, and we deserve a bit of respect from it. So I've done the appeals process that I had to pay for, by the way. So I had to pay for the appeal. Paid for the appeal.
Can we ask how much you was set back?
I'm not even going to go into financials, but we're already in the hole because we've been disqualified. We've travelled here, there, up and down the whole of the borough that we're talking about, and we didn't get a penny back for that. But we've been disqualified because the team that we beat in the semi-finals complained to the certain FA, and they came out with that decision. So anyway, I've appealed the decision. I've gone to the appeal, and it was horrendous, Tez. It was actually horrendous. Like the bias in the room is crazy. There was no point in me doing it. That's how bad it was. There was no point in me. Number one, I asked for an appeals process, and what I got told back was, we need to find some volunteers to do the appeals process. Well, if you've got a process that appeals have to go through, should you not already have
a committee
in place? They didn't have a committee in place. They had to go and find. So already right there, that's a red flag. Because I don't know who you're going to find. Do you get that? What's the process? How do you find them? Then all of a sudden, they're not actually people that get paid. They're volunteers. So all of a sudden now my back's up in this whole appeal because it just smells fishy to me. So I don't know who you're going to get or whatever it is. Then you're telling me it's way in the evening when I'm coaching. Well, if it's an official appeals process, shouldn't it be done during the day? Whatnot. But because the people that you've gone and got, they're actually not part of this sort of process. You just found them, but they've got work during the day. So all they can do is do it in the evening, basically. So these are all the red flags that are popping up before I've gone into the appeal. Tez, have you ever been part of an appeal?
No.
Cool. So what usually they say when you go into appeal, from what I know, my knowledge, I could be wrong, guys, let me know if I'm wrong. Cool. When someone's chairing a meeting, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to just chair both sides.
Yeah, I've been in other sort of situations in other work.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
guys,
the chairperson stays neutral.
Okay, that's the key word. The chairperson was anything but neutral. They came into there with already made a decision on what they're thinking. To the point, Tez, when I'm making my point, you know what the person told me? I think you need to stop talking and keep quiet. This is what the person told me, you know.
That's rude.
This is what the person told me.
That's just rude.
So straight away, as a man, Ted, you know me already. I give respect unto you disrespect. then disrespect is going to be followed by more disrespect. So I just told the person, respectfully, I'm a man and you're a man. I know you're a man from a different generation, and Ted, you know what I'm talking about. You're a person from a different generation, so you may not understand a person from my generation and how you need to be respectful and how you talk to a man at the end of the day. So obviously they didn't like that and whatnot. So gone back and forth, whatever, pleaded the case, whatever it is, to be told by the chairperson who's already given his opinion. That's not supposed to. It's supposed to stay neutral. Oh, can you put them in the waiting room while we go together and go and make a decision? Okay, so hold on. Let me get this straight. So you're supposed to be chairing the meeting. You're not chairing the meeting. You're telling me that we're in the wrong, blah, 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 and we shouldn't even be having this appeal. This is what you're telling me. This is the person that's supposed to be chairing the meeting. Then you've told me, the person that's put on the call, because it's a Zoom call or whatever it is, Microsoft call, go put them in the waiting room while we deliberate in another room and then come back and give you a verdict. So I'm thinking, guys, stop wasting my time. Like you've already made up your thing before you've even come in here. You haven't heard anything I've got to say. You haven't heard how it's going to affect the players mentally, how much they've worked hard for it. You haven't even seen, guys, what is the team that complained? It's the team that lost in the semi-final. So I asked them, Tez, I said, you know what? So by what you're disqualifying us for, does that mean that we should have been kicked out from the first round? He said, yes. Okay, so I said, are you going to tell our opponents that we played in the first round, second round, third round, quarters, and are you going to tell everyone? No, we're not going to tell everyone. Well, why are you not going to tell everyone? Because we weren't supposed to even go into the first round by your rules. Then guess what happened again, Tez? Well, no, but you guys, it's not our job to uphold the rules, it's your job. Okay, cool. So what did they say again? They said, oh, well, everyone that enters the competition is given a rule book at the beginning. Right? So the person that the competition guy is on the call, he asked the competition guy, when George entered the competition, did you give them the rules? Let me search my email. Oh, no, I didn't send them the rules. Oh, okay, guys. So you see why we're here in the first place? Because there's so much mess between all of you guys. You guys are just going on one side of the thing and you haven't seen. Tez, I even done this. I said, don't punish the boys. I'll even take a fine. I don't believe I should be fined, but I'll even pay a fine to the FA. Just let these boys play. Because that's what it's about. You guys keep talking about all your FA's about kids football. And it's about this, it's about that.
I think that's the thing for me. That's probably the biggest letdown. Is that it's about the boys. They haven't done anything wrong. They've played. They've earned their right. Like you said, as a club, forget just you. As a team, they've travelled. The parents, because it's quite a wide county.
We travelled over an hour for that semi-final.
Yeah. So, and it's not just that game. There's other games that you play. You've got to go all over the place. They've been committed, and I don't think that's fair on the boys at all. And I'm gutted for them because they're under 16. Because we were talking about this the whole season.
Yeah. So yeah, we both get to the final.
We nearly both got to the final. Like I said, we got to the semi and we nearly made it. And yeah, I think if we had got there, then I think it would have been an even bigger protest. But we flopped on our side of things. But I think that's the thing that's most gutting is that the boys are suffering for this.
Yeah.
But there was, I don't know if this is the right word, but incompetence from
major incompetence.
Their side.
Major.
And if you sign a contract or whatever, people have to present you a contract to sign. Otherwise, you don't accept that team in there, basically. You know what I mean? You don't accept the terms and conditions. So the fact that you've played, like you said, first round, second round, third round, quarterfinal, semi-final, and then you should be in the final. Now, I'm gutted for your boys.
Even going on top of that.
And it's about football.
What even made it worse, and this is what I'm saying about grassroots football needs to be revamped from the FA side of things, like the admin side of things, or whatever you want to call it, organisation side of things, is when there's an investigation going on with two clubs, what do you think that FA should be steering clear of?
Biasness, I guess.
Thank you very much. Any bias towards any of the clubs.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm getting sent? I'm getting sent stories and everything. There's a charity event happening at the club in question that we're against. There's a bike ride happening at that place there. There's a cup final happening at that place there.
Yeah, that
There's a this
doesn't-
happening, that this. What does that look like to you,
Yeah,
Tez?
that doesn't look good.
That don't look good. In the middle of an investigation, you shouldn't be looking to be siding with anybody during that. So that let me know, even going into the appeal, these are the people that we are dealing with. And these are the people that are in charge of kids' football. And that's what I'm saying, that grassroots football needs to be revamped from the regional FA level to whatever level, because there's too much corruption going on. I'm not even talking about me, because guess what, Tez? After that came out, there was a news article that came out about what we done. We got contacted by our local Enfield newspaper and whatnot. You had clubs phoning me. Oh, is that what they done to you as well? They done that to me. I had another club phone me. They done that to us. I'm like, oh, so we're not the only club that's been going on and stuff like that. So for me, Tez, the whole grassroots football in terms of the organization of stuff. If you're going to put on a competition that we have to pay for, at least the minimum thing should be, guys, after every round, we need to check that every single team is eligible to move to the next round. That's our job. And guess what? We can disqualify guys and let them know this is what's happening, this one. We're going to the final. So I even asked the guy in the appeal. So if the team we lost to didn't say anything in the semi-final, would you have let us play the final? Yes. Would have let you play? Oh, okay, cool. So what are we doing here, guys? Do you get what I mean? What are we actually doing here?
Yeah, it's upsetting, man. It's a horrible situation to be in, because the boys must have been heartbroken as well. On a football one, you're thinking under 16. This is basically
GCSE year.
Yeah,
last
GCSE.
year, youth football. Really?
Yeah, you're going to under 18s
Yeah.
or men's football after this. And it's basically like your last dance kind of thing, because some people might decide, I'm not going to play here no more. It's like with your boys, the last one. And it's a great way to end the season.
And Tez, we could have went to the final and lost.
Yeah.
And we would have been like, cool, we've lost. Guys, but let us play the final.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean, Tez? And that's why, and guys, that's why I'm a bit probably this week, I'm a bit heated on the whole integrity of the game thing, because there's certain decisions that are getting made where it's just like, come on, guys, like what are we doing here? And Tez, I'm going on to my second one.
Okay.
That involves you lot.
No comment.
See what I'm saying? No, I don't want you to comment. I'll comment. That's cool. You guys were supposed to play us in a certain round.
Yeah.
And the league season.
Well, we weren't actually meant to play.
No, we weren't. You weren't meant to play us.
Yeah,
but then you got put against us and whatnot. And we've obviously forfeited the game to you guys and whatnot because of the integrity of the game, because of the spirit of the game. We shouldn't have played each other anyway.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Later on,
this
we got through,
and this is my point, Tez, in terms of what we're saying from our club. You've made a certain decision at the end of the season. Yes, no problem, but make sure you get the positions right in the league. If you're going to tell people to fulfill fixtures by a certain date, and they don't do that, then that means the points should be awarded to the team that they were supposed to play. Correct? That's what should be happening. So if you don't fulfill your fixture, the points should go to the other team. I'm getting told, no, that's not what we're doing. We're revamping the whole setup and we're doing it this way. No problem. So that means if we're supposed to be playing against Limitless, that means if we don't turn up to the game, we shouldn't be getting punished. Is that correct? Oh, no. What I've seen now online, it says 1-0 to Limitless. They've won the game. But we forfeit the game. We didn't fulfill the fixture. So now you're punishing teams for not fulfilling fixtures, but over the season, you're not punishing teams for not fulfilling fixtures. Do you see what I'm saying, Tez? This is what I'm saying about the integrity of the game.
I think that caused, obviously, we know quite a lot of the coaches in them leagues and stuff like that, and there was a bit of a debate around it. And I don't think many people agreed with the outcome.
It's a joke.
I know a few teams that were like, that doesn't make sense, because this team hasn't played this team and they haven't played this team, which would affect
Tez,
everything.
A team finished above us that we beat during the season, and they ain't even played the fixtures we played.
We haven't played them. Another team who's very good in the league hasn't played them. And I think, it's just, I think the league have just made the decision, didn't even think to just speak to the coaches and say, yo.
Or have a meeting.
Yeah.
Or have a meeting that this is what we're discussing, yada, yada, yada.
And even just let people, exactly.
Let us know your
people's
thoughts.
opinions and then go back and then talk about it.
So now.
Because I got a feeling that team that in question, and obviously it's not their fault, they've just been handed it here, their position. But that team, it would have been, I think they would have accepted even if they finished at the bottom end, I think, personally, because you haven't fulfilled your games. you still got to play some of the biggest games. And also, what I don't think is fair, one more thing I don't think is fair, is that it's cost us a lot more money than it's cost them.
Exactly.
Because we've played basically all our fixtures except one, which was against them.
Yeah.
But it's cost us a lot more money. Don't forget, I get minibuses to away games because this, it's far.
Yeah.
So
you got to play South London certain times. We're from North.
Yeah, so we've got to play.
But Tez as well, you and so have we've been punished for fulfilling fixtures.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Why someone, I don't know if you saw in the group chat, said,
I saw.
If I play it next year, I'm just going to play 6 games.
And that's it.
If I win, or 4 games, 5 games, and if I win all 4 or 5, I might as well stop playing because I'm going to get benefits at the end anyway.
There you go. You're going to tally up my points anyway.
Yeah. So it's one of them things. I just think the communication needed to be better between the league and the teams.
It's a joke.
And I think they needed to take on opinions instead of making a snap decision. And I get the league side of things because obviously, I run a league as well. And I get it. Sometimes you got to, there's deadlines because there's certain places that you've hired and, these
But guess what? You got to
or
fulfill the fixtures midweek, whatever you need to, double headers.
But that's
whatever
why
you need to
there
do.
should have been the communication to say, guys, this is what we're thinking. What do you guys think?
Because fixtures we're running out of weeks.
And just take the 6 in question that got through and just say, look,
Do
this
a
is
vote.
what it is, Because
Do
exactly.
a vote.
And
Just do a
who
vote.
do you think should finish where? But this is the 6 that are going for.
There you go. And most coaches, Tez, unless their mind is out of this world or whatever, are going to give you the common sense answer. Oh, you've played this amount of fixtures. Okay, you should go 6th.
Yeah.
This team should go 5th. This team should go 4th. This team should go... That's what it is. Tez, it got to the point where I'm thinking, wait a minute. Hold on. We had a fixture the week before basically determine who finished top.
Yeah.
So if we didn't play that match, we would have finished top.
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
Potentially.
We would have potentially finished top.
Yeah.
Based on how they calculated
Yeah, so
things.
if you didn't,
But we made sure that I was the one that forced through that game.
Yeah. Said, no, play it.
And said, no, play it. Because, guys, the end of the season's coming up. And then we're getting punished for fulfilling fixtures. So, guys, this is just stuff that's been compounding in terms of these FAs, leagues, or whatever it is. Like, the whole revamp needs to happen.
George, the revamp needs to happen. And I think there needs to be more support. Because people...
more independent.
People are getting paid to do these things, Like football in England, just grassroots football in England makes so much money. So much money. And I'm not talking about clubs. I'm talking about the system. Like, remember, I've got a level 3 first aid, pediatric, everything. I've got a big qualification in first aid. But I have to do an introduction to first aid, level 1. Or is it even a level 1 introduction to first aid? And spend £30. And everyone has to do that if you're coaching.
There you go.
Safeguarding. I've got an enhanced DBS check because I go into schools.
And some of them are what now? Online?
Yes.
So they're not even, you're not even paying people to come and put on a class.
Yeah. So everything's done online. So I've got, like I said, enhanced DBS, but no, I have to get a DBS through the system. So imagine all the coaches there are, all the teams, whatever, they're making millions. So some of the millions needs to go back into supporting grassroots.
There you go.
It has to be going
Have
back.
an independent organization, not people that are CEOs or whatever that's tied into certain clubs.
Yeah.
You can't have that there. You can't. That's what I said about the integrity of the game, the corruption of the game.
One more thing I wanted to add, because I know how hard it is to run a league, right? And it is difficult. But you need support from your affiliated league, whoever FA you're affiliated to. So affiliation with the FA, whatever county it is or borough, whatever. Someone in that place needs to be responsible for the league as well. So when there's questions that need to be asked, like you say, it's an independent person. Yes, this might be the chairman, this might be that, but guess what? This person, if there's ever a debate, it oversees everyone, and this is what's going on.
And so, they're independent, and they hold you accountable. Because right now, who's holding the leagues accountable? It's no one. Who's holding the FAs accountable? It's no one. So they can kind of just move and shake and however, I'm buddy with that guy over there. So, what do you say? Your team, you got knocked out by them guys. And I'll sort that out. Don't worry about it. You guys are disqualified. Yeah, you guys are going through. Oh, you want to appeal? Oh yeah, pay us some money and we're gonna have a appeal and I'll chair the meeting and whatnot. Come on, guys, man. It's becoming too obvious.
Yeah.
They're not even smart with it no more.
And you know what? It's sad to say, but you see things like this in the game, it's kind of what makes me not want to do it sometimes. You know, because like I'm thinking, all right, you make a big thing, it's for the kids. It's for this, it's
Just
for
a
that.
slogan.
And everyone jumps on the bandwagon of it's about development and it's about the kids and
Welfare.
their social skills and welfare and safeguarding. How are them kids going to feel that this has happened to them now? No one cares about them.
No one cares.
No one cares, other than the clubs and the parents, like your club and the parents.
Yeah.
So for me, a lot more has to be done. You can't just shaft people to the side when it doesn't work out in the favor. There's got like if I'm paying for an appeals process, it's got to be a fair appeal. Like
Well,
obviously,
guess what?
I weren't there, but from what you're saying,
Give me a committee test. Let me start with a committee. Can I get a committee?
Yeah.
No, guys, we haven't got anyone of it. We have to go and find volunteers. You guys want
So why am I paying?
This is what I'm saying. So you guys want me to believe that you're going to find people independent of you guys that are going to look at things through my lens and your lens. Come on, guys. I wasn't born yesterday.
How do you find people like
How do you
that?
find people?
You would only go to people that you know that are attached to different organizations or part of the organization.
And guess what, Tez?
Makes
Even when you're
sense.
going, obviously you go to court and all that stuff and you get a jury and whatever. What do they get in a jury? A mixture.
Yeah, random people.
Age, demographics, ethnicities, whatever it is. So it doesn't look a certain way. That was not in our appeals process. Guys, I'm just letting you, anyone else that's done that appeals process with that organization, from my experience, guys, there's no one from our neck of the woods that are there. There's no one that's a certain age demographic. There's no one that's a certain background. There's no mixture within the delegation of who's making that decision in terms of, guys, look at it from their lens. Those boys that are from this area and over here and this. Look at it from you guys being incompetent. They might have, the rule over here is a bit grey, so you might need to tidy it up next season and this, that, and the other. But guys, they've played the final. They've got to the final.
Yeah.
Let them play. It's about the kids. Even find the club if you want to.
Yeah.
To say, listen, for your kind of messing with the guys, here's your fine. But
Yeah.
we're going to let the boys play. Well, it wasn't about anything. It was about getting a particular team that
Into the
they are
final.
affiliated with into the final.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
bad.
But yeah, Des, that's my whole thing on it. I think you've got obviously your reasons and I've got my reasons in terms of grassroots football organisations need to be revamped. Someone needs to, and you said the biggest thing, someone needs to be held accountable to these leagues and FAs. That's what it is. Someone above everything.
You know what, George? I could get into this a bit more, but it's just like politics. Nobody wants
course.
to be held accountable for it. Nobody wants to find solutions for things that is going to change the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of them things, man. It's
That's
just.
what it is. But that's why it says for us as a club, we had to put our foot down at the end. It was nothing to do with Limitless or whoever we're playing. It could have been playing anyone.
Yeah,
it don't matter to us. We're not playing that game.
Look, I got the call early doors because they told me obviously on the Friday night, but I knew from 2 weeks ago because remember the first game got pushed back to this week, and it was like, look, until I get a response.
Oh,
or
we didn't even
whatever-
get a response.
Yeah, you didn't.
This is what I'm saying. We
Yeah.
didn't even get a response. Next thing you know, Limitless have won 1-0 against Parks. Oh wow. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you do award games for people that don't fulfill fixtures. Okay, cool. So the rules changed again.
Yeah.
Integrity of the game, guys. But listen, shout out to you lot. Spotlight as well. I think they're through as well.
Yeah,
and
that's
whatnot.
what we're playing.
So you lot do it for North London and
We're playing
and see
Spotlight
what can
next
happen.
round, innit?
But let's see in it. But yeah, it needs a revamp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we
a
got
lot,
guys.
a lot. Of,
Yeah, so
a lot.
There's guys, we're just talking the surface level.
Yeah,
Surface level. If we want to go deeper, obviously we go deeper. We're just talking
We got-
surface level. Yeah, we're surface level.
Tranquilo. Tranquilo.
Hey, but
But
nah,
yeah, all right, cool. Coach's Corner. We'll see you next week, guys.
nice one, guys.